Right now, as you're watching this video, you think that you are in control. You think that you're consciously deciding to pay attention, to blink, to breathe, to understand these words. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not really in charge. Not most of the time anyway. In fact, scientists estimate that 95% of your life, your decisions, your habits, your emotional reactions, and even your beliefs about who you are, yourself, are controlled by a hidden force, a silent operator running the show behind the scenes. I'm talking about your subconscious mind. And here's what's really wild. This autopilot system was programmed mostly before you turn 6 or 7 years old, by people and experiences you might not even remember. I'm Alicia, and welcome back to Self-Love First. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how your subconscious mind is running your life on autopilot, why you keep repeating the same patterns over and over, and most importantly, how to take back the control and reprogram your internal operating system. Because once you understand this, you'll never see yourself, your potential, the same way again. Let's start with the numbers. Your conscious mind, the part of you that feels like you, the voice in your head, your logical thinking, processes about 40 bits of information per second. It sounds like a lot, right? Your subconscious mind processes 20 million bits of information per second. That's not an exaggeration. 20 million versus 40. It's like comparing a rowboat to a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Your conscious mind is great for learning new things, being creative, and making deliberate decisions. But it can only focus on a few things at once. You ever tried to pat your head and rub your belly while singing the alphabet at the same time? Yeah, your conscious mind hates that. But your subconscious, it's handling everything else. Right now, without you thinking about it, your subconscious is regulating your heartbeat and breathing, maintaining your body temperature, processing everything that you're seeing and hearing, maintaining your balance, running your immune system, storing and retrieving memories, and generating your automatic emotional responses. Think about driving. Remember when you first learned? You had to consciously think about every single thing. The mirrors, the pedals, the steering wheel, checking for blind spots. It was exhausting. But now you can drive, change the station, have a conversation, and drink coffee all at once. That's because driving got downloaded into your subconscious autopilot. And that's just the mechanical stuff. Your subconscious is also running programs about whether you deserve success, how you react to stress, what kinds of relationships you attract, your self-image and confidence, your financial thermostat, and your definition of what's possible for you. This 95/5 rule, 95% of your life is running on subconscious programs. Only 5% is conscious control. So where do these programs all come from? Here's where it gets really interesting, and for some people really uncomfortable, myself included. From conception to about age 6, your brain operates primarily in theta brainwave state. This is the same state that adults enter during hypnosis or deep meditation. In this state, Children are basically walking recording devices, downloading everything they observe directly into their subconscious mind. No filter, no critical thinking, just pure absorption. Think about it. A child doesn't question whether what they're learning is true or not. They just absorb it. If you grow up hearing money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford that, you're so clumsy, don't talk to strangers, life is hard, and you have to work hard for everything. These aren't just words. They're code being written into your operating system. They become your fundamental programs about how the world works. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a cellular biologist, calls this the download period. Your parents, teachers, siblings, TV, everything you observed became a program. And here's the kicker. You didn't choose these programs. They were chosen for you. If you saw your parents stress about money, you downloaded financial anxiety. If you were told you weren't smart enough, that became a program. If love was conditional in your house, that became your relationship blueprint. And the really tricky part is that most of these programs are invisible to you. They're running in the background, like apps on your phone that you forgot you even installed. You don't see them, but they're draining your battery and affecting your performance. Let's look at some real-world examples so you can see how this actually plays out. Example 1, the relationship pattern. Sarah keeps dating the same type of guy, emotionally unavailable, commitment phobic. She consciously wants a stable, loving relationship. She reads the books, goes to therapy, tells herself she'll do it differently this time. But her subconscious has a program running from childhood. Maybe her father was emotionally distant. Her subconscious learned, this is what love looks like. This is familiar. This is safe. So she magnetically attracted men who match that pattern. It's not a conscious choice, it's autopilot. Example 2, the success ceiling. Michael is an entrepreneur. Every time his business hits $10,000 a month, something goes wrong. A client leaves, an unexpected expense pops up, he self-sabotages. Why? His subconscious has a financial thermostat set to $10,000. That was his parents' comfort zone. When he exceeds it, his subconscious hits the panic button. This isn't safe. This isn't who we are, and brings him back down to the familiar level. Example 3, the health yo-yo. Jennifer loses 30 pounds and then gains it back, loses it again and gains it back. Her conscious mind wants to be healthy, but her subconscious associates being overweight with safety. Maybe she was assaulted when she was thin, or her mother always praised her for quote unquote healthy eating, which meant overeating. Her subconscious isn't trying to hurt her, it's trying to protect her based on old programs. And number 4, the imposter syndrome. David is objectively successful. Great job, recognition, expertise. But he constantly feels like a fraud. Why? Because his subconscious is running a program from childhood. You're not good enough. Who do you think you are? Maybe it came from a critical parent or early failures. Now, no matter how much he achieves consciously, the subconscious program keeps running. You see the pattern? Your conscious desires are constantly battling your subconscious programs. And guess who wins 95% of the time? This is why change feels so incredibly hard. and why willpower doesn't work long term. Willpower is a conscious mind function. It's you rowing that little boat, trying to fight against the aircraft carrier going in the opposite direction. You might make progress for a little while, a few days, maybe a few weeks if you're really determined. But willpower is exhausting. It requires constant conscious effort and attention. Your subconscious never gets tired. It's running 24/7, even when you sleep. Especially when you sleep, actually, because that's when it does a lot of its processing. This is why. You can't just think positive your way to success and have deep subconscious beliefs about unworthiness, or why New Year's resolutions fail by February. You're using 5% of conscious will to fight 95% of subconscious programming, or why you can know something intellectually but still feel something completely different emotionally, and why you can repeat affirmations all day but still act in ways that contradict them. As the book stated in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, the law of your mind is this: you get what you habitually think about, and your habits are controlled by the subconscious. The subconscious doesn't care about your goals or your dreams. It cares about one thing: running the programs it already has. Because to your subconscious, familiar equals safe, even if familiarity is actually making you miserable. But here's the good news, and this is where everything changes. Your subconscious can be reprogrammed. You're not stuck with the programming that you received as a child. You can update the system. The MAP, or Make Anything Possible method, operates out of a new scientific understanding, blending quantum physics, learning psychology, NLP, hypnosis, and ancient wisdom. The goal is to support people using a respectful, innovative, and effective method for change. This MAP method views life as follows. Everything that is running in our automated body and mind is controlled by memories. In other words, we have been stacking memories upon memories since we were a baby. Something we may not realize or even know about. For example, our body movements, our organs functioning, our emotional habits, our reactions to life situations, our focus patterns are all created by memory. Everything we experience is replicated and stored in the mind as memories, which in turn build structures that create our automated behavior. Scientific research has shown that anything caused by memory can change. This is the great news. It means that no matter what you were feeling, thinking, or even experiencing, we have the power to change. In the MAP method, the subconscious, which we call the superconscious, can not only identify memories to change, but also how to address them. The MAP system is both a relaxing and active process, but the active part that involves the conscience, logic, and communication is not the main tool here. The main tool is your subconscious mind, or the superconscious, which can access memories that are at the core of each belief and experience. In the MAP method, we focus on and find what the priority is. This priority follows an innate sequence that the mind knows. For each issue, our mind knows exactly what to do and what to address, and in what order, to do so, to completely treat and transcend what is experienced. What most people do in therapy is address things that are not necessarily the priority. They chase the desired outcome, not the cause, the symptom, not the main and underlying problem. We like to call this a sub-issue rather than the primary issue. This is often caused by a strong fear or blame that does not allow the person to be aware of the issue. We call that resistance, or assuming or expecting certain subjects to be the issue. A conflict of intention where the child within wants the piece of cake, but the adult self wants to lose weight, and they conflict. The sub-issues are most likely compensations for something. For example, anger sometimes compensates for feeling out of control or powerless. When you start addressing sub-issues, this causes incomplete healing, or healing that is only temporary. MAP is a method that helps the process of finding priorities that need treatment in the correct order and with total respect. Within the relationship of the practitioner and client, MAP dives deeper into the real cause of the issue with as little resistance and pain as possible. Instead of assuming that we have all the answers, we as MAP practitioners create open space for the real priorities and conclusions to be discovered by the client's own subconscious and innate wisdom. It's almost like hypnosis and theta state without actually being hypnotized or asleep. Remember that theta brainwave state where you downloaded your original programs? You can access it again. Your subconscious mind intuitively knows what to do because it knows where it has everything filed, and with the right commands can neutralize painful and traumatic memories that causes limitations or beliefs that you're unaware of consciously. Visualization with emotion is powerful. We call that magnetizing. Your subconscious thinks in images and feelings, not words. Spend 10 to 15 minutes a day visualizing your desired reality as if it's already happened. But here's the key. Feel what it feels like. What does success feel like in your body? What does confidence feel like in your life? What does love feel like? The emotion is what impresses the image into your subconscious. Question whether you need to change your environment or social circle. Your subconscious is constantly scanning for evidence to confirm its existing programs. You want to be healthy? Join a gym and hang out with healthy people. Want to be wealthy? Study wealthy people and put yourself in environments where abundance is the normal. Your subconscious will start accepting this as the new normal. The key with that is consistency. You didn't develop your current programs in a week, and you won't change them in a week. The beauty of MAP is that you can dramatically see changes faster than years of trying to think positive without seeing anything change. So let's bring this full circle. You are running on autopilot, but now you know it, and awareness is the first step to change. Your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful. It's kept you alive, it's helped you learn, and shaped who you are. It's not your enemy, but it might be running outdated software programs that served you once, but don't serve you anymore. The beautiful truth is you can rewrite the code. You can update the programs. You can become the programmer. Maybe the thing holding you back isn't the world. It's invisible programming running inside of you. Once you take conscious control of your subconscious programming, there's no limit to what you can become. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one subconscious program you're ready to change? Let's hold each other accountable. If this video opened your eyes to the power of your subconscious mind, hit that like button, subscribe for more content on personal transformation, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, you're not stuck. You're just running old code. It's time to upgrade. You can find out more in the pinned comment below. Thank you for being here with me today. And as always, self-love first, always. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.